hoping to come out of the gates strong. The view high above our broadcast location tonight, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Morris.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Marquise Chris is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. And for Los Angeles, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Zubac in at the center position. There should be plenty of fireworks out in the backcourt tonight in this one. Of the guards you played alongside, who is the best combination passer-scorer?
Oh, man, Kev, you put me on a hot seat. That's a tough one. I just got to give everybody
a shout-out. You played with a lot of them, though, didn't you?
I know, man. I didn't know it was going to be a test today. I got to go with my boy Rod Strickland when I played with him at the Wizards. I think he's the best finisher ever, and he led the league in assists. My boy Jay Will, shout out to White Chocolate. I mean, he is one of the most creative players I ever played with, but he could shoot it from deep. He was a guy that liked to shoot it from Curry Land, and he could pass it. And then lastly, I'd have to, of course, go with my man Mike Bibby. Mike Bibby could do it all. So I've been blessed to play and fortunate to play with some great scorers and combination passers in this league.
3 terrific names. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Leonard, no luck. Leonard against Thompson. Here's Curry. That shot missing. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
In that kind of environment, every point matters. The bench was a huge reason why they won that one.
4 on the shot clock. Leonard, that's for 2. The Clippers rebound.
Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement from you.
George against Thompson. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. And here is Morris. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny. Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Chris finds Wiggins. And the rejection by Leonard.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Beverley against Curry. And it's Beverley missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
George against Thompson. George, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, but Greg, that's just great defense, forcing his man into a difficult attempt.
Clippers trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Beverley, the pass to Leonard. 1:14 left here in the opening quarter. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
That's a feed the Green makes look way easier than it is. You got to have amazing vision to make that pass.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And, you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Williams. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, he'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Top of the key, Looney. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Shot clock at 2 from deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Clippers trail by 5. Williams attacking, and Looney sends it back. And he dunks it down.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Williams outside, drains the three-pointer. Williams has got 5 points so far. And we reach the end of the first quarter. The Warriors on top, up by 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Notching a 50, 40, 90% season is a rare, rare feat indeed. And Steph Curry, one of the few who have done it, talked about that challenge.
The field goal percentage as a whole is the toughest one. You're going to have some open shots, you're going to have some tough shots, but having that level of consistency and accuracy over the course of 82 games is unbelievably hard.
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
Landry Shamet is out there with Green. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Williams. And it's Jackson in at the 1. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Now Williams after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Well, and Kevin, this Warriors team, they just haven't let the stars. Nothing can equal the roster from last season, though. But they legitimately had an all-star at every position for a bit.
Here's Looney. No points in the game yet for him. The shot by Curry, no good.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Here's Jackson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And even with the departures this offseason, the Warriors, Chris, are still a contender.
Yeah, and the Warriors knew that they couldn't keep the same roster. It just wasn't possible. But still, what a ride it was for the short time it lasted. I mean, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there. Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space." Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you. First one falls for him. The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year we're going to have to evolve in trying to do enough and see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. And in basketball, you want to go play with your friends.
Same
so
stuff, yeah.
How do you stop that?
Right.
I don't know. When guys get to hang out in the summer and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together, our kids to play together, we could win one? That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that, but I think the league is doing a great job staying proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay at home with the team.
Stolen by Thompson. To the inside, Poole. Rebound by Harrell.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Thompson passes to Poole. George against Thompson. From the corner. And the Warriors miss again. And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. Now here's Beverly. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Warriors in San Francisco. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
There are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
Now, here's Thompson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. There's the pass to Wiggins. This one for 3. Poole, no good. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. The Warriors also with a sub. Curry's checked in. .50 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Thompson. It's hauled in by George. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the Brooklyn Nets. Passes it to Morris. Over Curry. And the dunk by Zubac.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass.
And now here's Chris. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn.
And not only that, if you think about it, he dominated the Bulls. His energy was incredible. He never stopped working.
And Beverly kicks to George. Over Thompson. And no good on the last second attempt this time.
Well, the anticipation, the angles Klay takes defensively, really impressive.
And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. With Draymond Green, Draymond rebounding a bit of a struggle. How do you improve that?
Hit your man, get 5 guys to the boards. Guards get in there and clean up those boards that's loose, but our big guys got to hold our mans off, and we've been doing that this half.
We'll see if all 5 can get you more boards in that second half, Dre. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. During one stretch, they trailed by 7, never falling behind too far. They were a finely tuned unit in the second quarter, easily outscoring their counterparts and getting in front by 7 points at the end of the half. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the boards, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys been battling, putting everything they have to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to that lead.
And over to Kenny now. How'd you think the Warriors were playing?
They need to make major adjustments on the offense. Whatever their game plan was going into this game, scrap it. It's not been effective. The shots they were taking were not good shots. They need to find a way to spring guys open where they can shoot a better percentage.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what we're seeing from Lou Williams.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Warriors trail by 7.
And with the Warriors, the strength of their defense comes from their versatility.
Yeah, they have a roster that can switch on everything. Guys like Draymond allow them to go small and not lose out on D. I mean, this team is very smart with their defensive schemes.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Chris in at the 5. Yep, that one goes. Morris has got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles.
When Morris gets free from mid-range, he's very effective. Love seeing him getting it going from there.
Chris can't hit.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
George, no good. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. And the rejection by Zubac. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas. David, thank you. Shot clock at 5. Ball's knocked loose from deep. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. A different look for the Clippers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. And it's JaMychal Green in for Marcus Morris. Now Wiggins 5 points in the game. Curry outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Shoots over Curry, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Beverly. And now an 11-point Clipper lead. Warriors have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Outside Curry. Bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got 7 points in the game. Most teams now look to run early and often, Chris. And there are some keys to finding success, aren't there, in the transition game?
Yeah, and the first key is you run fast and you speed up the pace, but that doesn't mean you hurry and take a hurried shot. Pacing and speed is all about getting it past half court to see if the defense is set, and if they're not, to take advantage. But it's a two-step process. And for teams to just run all crazy or willy-nilly like my grandfather used to say, well, you're not going to do anything but play fast and bad.
No good on the free throw.
Well, in overtime, Beverly has established himself as just a defensive specialist, juggernaut, an absolute pest who plays his tail off on both ends of the floor.
Landry Shamet's checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for George. And he can't hit the second. Warriors trail by 8. He's guarded by Williams. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Beverly kicks to Williams. Pass to Harrell. Over Curry. And it's Harrell missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Clippers leading by 8. Here's Beverly. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Stephen Curry.
And Beverly's a guy who loves physical contact. He really tries his best to absorb the contact on his shots to draw these fouls.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And he knocks down the first one. Los Angeles making a switch here. Morris is checked in, and the Warriors making a change here. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Warriors trail by 9. Inside. Here's Pascal. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. The pass to Morris. And Beverly kicks to Morris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Here's Wiggins. The shot missing. Clippers leading by 9. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shamet the pass to Beverly. Back to Shamet. Kicks to Harrell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
No good on that one. Both teams will make substitutions. And the second free throw, good. 7 seconds left to play in the third. It's Curry outside. Can't connect.
And Jackson using his trademark quickness to bother shooters, really getting up all over them.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Clippers lead by 10. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Here's Jackson. We've got Williams. Morris is out there with Harrell. Then there's Jackson, and it's Shamet in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now, here's Shamet. It's good. Shamet's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. Thompson against Williams. Fires for three. Pascal's shot is off.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. On defense, the Warriors down by 12. Outside Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Shot clock at 6. It's deflected. And it's the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the ball. The 9-foot shot. And it's good for 2. 9 points for Steph Curry.
I mean, look, he's going end to end. There aren't many guys in this league who can stay matched up with Curry. He's too smart, too quick, too fast, too good.
Now here's Jackson. Now here's Shamet. Here's Williams. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Turns an easy jump shot into a tough one by going to the fadeaway. I mean, look what happened.
Here's Pascal. Back to Thompson. They kick it out to Green. A three-pointer off the mark. Clippers leading by 10. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. So, for the Clippers, Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. And Paul George is subbed in for Jackson. Outside Leonard. 5 to shoot. And Pascal pulls it down.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
Curry looking it over. Over Williams. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Stephen Curry.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Now, here's Zubac. Back to Williams. Outside, George. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. George has got himself on the board with 3 there. Chris, you have been passionate about honoring those who blazed the trail for today's NBA, like the Globetrotters and the Wrens, in the days before integration.
Yeah. I mean, you think about what they've gone through off the court and on the court, and anyone, regardless of color, nationality, of just paving the way for me as a basketball player. I want to say thank you. Let's just think about what Red Auerbach did. Drafting the first African-American player, making the first African-American player coach in Bill Russell, who won the championship that year, and leaving him a good team. If you look at organizations like the Black Fives and bringing awareness to the games, and you just want to understand their legacy culturally, and that's why I have to, every time I see Mr. Bill Russell, Big O, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I give him a big hug and and a wet kiss on the cheek because I just thank them for not only advancing the movement in sports, but culturally. Sports has always sent a message to the culture and society about how cool teammates work together and how you can overcome a problem by working together. And so I really thank them for enduring all of the hardships that they did so that we can reap the benefits. So it's been awesome to be part of the league and be able to shake hands with those that have blazed trails for us.
That is so admirable on your part.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Clippers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Leonard.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. With Lou Williams, you made some big shots to get the win tonight.
I just want to stay aggressive. You know, shoot or shoot. That's what we're supposed to do. I've always been a confident guy, never got down on myself, so I just continue to be aggressive and just concentrate on the first shot.
Lou, nobody has ever doubted your confidence. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time